What's up, family? I hope everyone give everybody a chance to kind of get notified here real fast. Let me know if you guys can hear me okay, just because I have the windows down and it is a little bit windy where I'm at. I'll give everybody a chance to get notified real fast. We can go through, talk a little bit about these events that are going on right now, you know. All praises. Thank you, Kevin Scott. Appreciate you. Good seeing everyone. We're going to be here for a little bit. Just want to have a little bit of time. Wanted to come in here and just talk to you guys real fast. You know, just touch base, talk a little bit about these the Gentiles, and you know, and the fact that they are telling on themselves. You know, everyone now all of a sudden wants to play the godly role, and all these people are talking, you know, about Ish and the things that they're doing, and wanting to get their lawyers together to file some war crimes. You know, want to accuse them of committing war crimes, which is pretty funny, considering the fact that as soon as you point the finger at them, you got 4 more fingers pointing right back at yourself, because you've done all these horrible things to the Israelites, and that doesn't seem to matter because you're so worried about what Ish is doing to the Palestinians, which makes no sense to me whatsoever. Great seeing everyone coming in. Thank you so much. You know, like I said, yeah, the tube is really tripping big time. Yesterday was like one of the biggest discrepancies I've ever seen them do. You know, there was about 1,100 people here yesterday. And it said there were about 500 likes, but it said there were only 175 views. So I was like, the manipulation is getting more and more evident. And you know, it's like at this point they don't even care that you realize that they are modifying or messing around with things and manipulating numbers. You know what I'm saying? They don't even care at this point. They're like, damn it, we're gonna put whatever numbers we want to put up here no matter what. And that's okay. You know, I said, you guys do you. The people who needed to see the video saw the video. You know what I'm saying? And it's just funny to look at that. Right, Queen Mommy? I didn't even see the 3,000. See, you know what I mean? I'm not sure how you saw that, and you can let us know how you see that. Is that what popped up on your, you know, on my end? It said it was about 1,090, almost 1,100 people. But we know, like I said, we know there's a whole lot of people here watching right now. Brews, Gentiles. You know, I said there are a lot of people that are looking for truth and looking for, you know, some explanation as to what's going on. Because you're not going to find it on these other channels. All these other channels are just giving you half truths. Especially the Gentiles, you know what I'm saying? Wow, that's crazy, Queen Mommy. Thank you for letting me know. Thank you for letting me know that. That's beautiful. You know, it's if you can maybe send me a screenshot next time and just email it to me at tribeofjudah0. I'd appreciate that. tribeofjudah0, you know it, .net. But thank you so much. Actually, no, it's .com. tribeofjudah0.com. You know what I'm saying? But it's just amazing to see what is going on. You know, they're manipulating the numbers, so I can't see certain things. I can't see who's really here, just like many of you guys can't see it either. But that's okay. I said we're still going to keep bringing out this truth nevertheless. You know what I'm saying? So it's just amazing because they are losing their minds. And I mean, people, hey man, there are people that are looking for this truth and looking for some clarification as to what they're seeing. Because many people will, thank you, Queen, I appreciate you. Because they see that everything around them is falling apart. They see that these people that have supposedly they put their faith in have no answers, and things are going to get nothing but worse and worse for them. The truth is horrifying to them. And you can tell now, all you gotta do is watch them. Even these truthers, watch, they'll get to a certain point and then they'll say something totally different. They get to a certain point, oh yeah, those people aren't the people, blah, 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 blah. And then they'll go off onto some other tangent. You know what I'm saying? They have no leg to stand on. You are so right. Yo, exactly. They have no truth, no leg to stand on. They cannot come and bring this information down. Wow, that's crazy. Jacob Israel, I appreciate you. If any of you guys see any of those numbers, just kind of, if you can, screenshot it and send it to me at Tribe of Judah 0. I'd appreciate it. You know, I said, but we are in beautiful times because it's just, amen, like I said, we are just a manifestation of the prayers of our ancestors. They love to see what they are doing. They are rejoicing to finally seeing that these other nations are about to get what's coming to them. We have been trying our best to, you know, hey man, show you guys this, show you guys that. And it doesn't even matter at this point because, you know, if it was for you, you would be, you know, you would be wanting this truth. You'd be studying to show yourself approved, you know. You put the whole truth, and that's it. They don't put the whole truth, and they know it. You know what I'm saying? I grew up, and I guess I went to college, you know, a private Christian college for a while, and I went to school with a bunch of these dudes who became pastors, and, you know, they don't think for themselves. They pretty much whatever they're told, they just say it. They just regurgitate everything back. But I want to show you guys this video because, again, it's from True News, and I'm cracking up because they're talking about getting their lawyers to file war crimes against Israel. I'm like, well, you better make sure you file those same war crimes against America. You better make sure you set those war crimes, get your lawyers to set them up against all of Psalms 83, your lawyer included, because they've all been working lockstep against the Most High's chosen people. So all of this, you know, vitriol that you have towards Ish, you better make sure you get that about 4 or 5 times towards your own selves. You know what I'm saying? Like you're trying your best to just separate yourself from your heritage. This is your heritage. These are the things that you are responsible for. You guys have been enjoying all of these blessings. I was watching this show real quick before I even show this video. It's called, I want to say it's on Netflix this evening. Watched a little bit of it. It's called Ball or Nothing. And I wanted to kind of check it out because it was about the native people on the reservation and like a whole basketball story going on with that. And it's, you know, like their whole, like, you know, they're trying to get to the state championship and this and that. And it's just funny because it's like, so you're trying to say that all natives look exactly like these people? I said, you know, this Turtle Island is a huge place. You're trying to make it seem like all the natives only look a certain way. They only look just like these people. And then when we're talking about the things that happened in 1866 and the removal of the Navajos from their lands and the Valley of Chile and all these other things. So you're trying to tell me that the only natives would look just like these people? You know, I said, you guys are really like exposing yourselves because there wasn't just one group of people that was living here. If you got such a huge landmass, there would be different looking people all over the place. They would not all look exactly like them. And they were all short, not very athletic. And like, these are like the best lands. So you would think there would be, hey man, the cream of the crop would be living here. They were separated from all the other nations. They had the best of the best. They had the best food. They had the best weather. They had the best living conditions. So you would think that these people would be like the most beautiful people, the strongest people, you know, because they had been following the Most High. They had a covenant with the Most High, and the Most High raised up His people above all other people. So I'm looking at these guys playing basketball, and I'm like, yeah, bro, this is not how the natives, the original people, would be balling out here. You know, not one of these dudes could probably barely touch the net. Most of these dudes couldn't even touch the net. We're not very athletic, but it's just funny because even like their names, you know, or like American names, you know, and some Spanish names, you know, I was just kind of just cracking up because it's just like, y'all, you guys are funny. You know, hey, I'm not saying these people were not here, but let's not make it seem like they were the only ones that were here. Let's not make it seem like they were the original people that were here. You know, but see, but all these people have taken the bag and they're all complicit with not telling us the truth. Now, you guys do that to your own detriment. You do that to your own peril. You try your best to keep us away from our heritage. but it's only going to, go against you. It's only going to be, something that you're going to have to answer for to the Most High, So let me play a little bit of this video because it's from True News. And I'm just going to listen to you guys. Going to listen to it real quick.
I mentioned last week one of our goals for 2024 is to establish a legal defense fund defending faith and values.
Yes,
defending faith and values. I gave an instruction today to our attorney on our staff to begin the process of filing war crime charges against Benjamin Netanyahu and his war cabinet. These charges would be filed in the International Criminal Court. This will be our first case. We will defend the Palestinian children, and we will charge the Israeli leadership with war crimes against children. There is a legal process to file charges against political leaders in the World Criminal Court, the International Criminal Court. And God help us, I'm going to do it. Somebody needs to do it. Somebody needs to do it. It's not going to be Jay Sekulow, is it? Do you think Jay Sekulow, the Zionist, is going to do it? I don't think so. God willing, we're going to do it. And I hope people will get behind us financially and help us. We're going to have to hire a significant legal team to work on this case. This is going to get into the hundreds of thousands of dollars to present the evidence on this case. But Benjamin Netanyahu, this insane madman, needs to be held accountable. And every member of his cabinet and every leader in the Israeli Defense Forces who's carrying out these orders of extermination need to be held accountable. Right now, my friend, let me tell you something. If you support Israel's war against the Palestinians, you are a psychopath. And if you remain silent, you're a coward. That's where we're at right now. I want to move on to, I got less than 8 minutes, number 7.
So if you support Benjamin, not a Jew, and the things that they're doing, you're a coward. So what about all the people that have supported America? Have they not supported all of the death and destruction of our people here? Were they not cowards for the last 500 years? Are you not insane for not stepping up for the children? But this is nothing new. You guys, this is the exact same playbook. Oh, we're going to help black people, but we're going to help the African black people. We're going to go ahead and help them. We're going to set up missions over there. We're going to go ahead and take care of things over there. Yeah, I know we destroyed you black people over here, but we're going to go and help those people over there. So, same thing now. Oh, these Israelis are doing this is that. You guys, we can't stand by and let them do. Someone needs to step up for these children. Have you guys stood up for anyone else's children? You see what I'm saying? So it's like, come on now. I said, you guys are really tripping. You know what I'm saying? You're trying, but what you're trying to do is you're trying to get us to get behind you. That's what you guys are trying to do. You know what I'm saying? Just like when this everything first happened, and someone like LeBron James comes out, oh, I stand behind Israel. I stand behind them. Blah 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 blah. Just because people are at a low vibration will be like, oh, well, LeBron's supporting Ish, so I'm going to go do the same thing. I'm going to go pray for them too. Exactly the same thing. My son was showing me how Kyrie was wearing one of those Palestinian rags or whatever else over his head when he was doing his interview after a basketball game the other day, showing that he was supporting the Palestinians. So then all of a sudden people who've seen Kyrie, talk about, Negroes to Hebrews, and sees him going, oh yeah, he should be able to put whatever he wants up there. Well, you saw how quickly he switched his stance, and now all of a sudden he's supporting Palestine, right? So then you got coverage on both sides. You get some so-called black people supporting LeBron, and him talking about Ish and how he supports Ish, Then you get the rest of them supporting Kyrie, who's now supporting the Palestinians. I'm in the middle. I don't support any of them. I support my people. I'm here for my people. I'm here for my power. Not giving you guys any of my prayers or any of my time or any of my effort, any of my love, none of that. I said, because until you can talk about what you've done to the Most High's chosen people, then we got nothing to talk about going forward. You see what I'm saying? Oh, you don't have a heart. Look at those poor children. Hey, what about my poor kids? What about my people? What about the children that you guys have destroyed for the last 500 plus years over here on my lands? You see what I'm saying? So before I talk about what's going on over there, you're going to start talking about what's happened over here. You're going to start making right and making good on what happened over here. I could care less about what happens in other groups, just like y'all don't care about what's happening with my people. I don't care what's happening with your people. You see what I'm saying? Exactly. I'm here for the lost sheep of the house of Israel, and that is it. Don't have time for any of the other mess. Don't have energy for any of the other mess. You see what I'm saying? But you guys are trying your best to, set up some people that look like us, that you've elevated to these high positions, and then one of them picks one side, and one picks the other side, and you make it seem like we have to make a decision. We have to pick a side. I don't have to pick any side. I'm picking my people's side. I'm picking my power's side. And until any of you decide to start to make right with that, then we got nothing to talk about. Exactly, same old playbook. So what the Most High is showing us is just, as soon as you see it, you'll see anything that happens, it'll be one Negro coming out here on this side, one Negro coming out on the other side. Just no different than today with Joe Biden. You got a bunch of Negroes going on to the Democrat side. You have some people going over there onto the Republican side. And that'll be it. You know what I'm saying? So you guys don't want to talk about that, and that's cool. I'm gonna show you guys another quick video. I've been getting shared, a lot of these great videos shared with me. I want to talk about this one because this guy is talking about Babylon. This brother Mordiel has hooked me up with another video. I'm going to talk about this one. That was the last one from him, and that's what I'm going to get on this one as well. This guy talking about Babylon. But of course, he's going to talk about Babylon, right? But then he's going to go off on some tangent when it's time to talk about who's really who. You see, they're really good at, hey man, they'll tell some truth. Don't get me wrong. But they won't tell the truth. They'll give you some truth, but they're not going to tell you the truth. They're not going to tell you who the people are. They're not going to tell you who, all of a sudden they're all reading Revelation 18. And they're reading about how all these nations are going to be confounded when they lose their access to what we have here. They're talking about how they get slaves from these lands as well. See, that's why they make you sound like you all came from Africa, because they don't want you to realize that they were enslaving our people here on Turtle Island as well, and sending us all over the place. And it would make sense, right? It would make sense that they would be doing that, right? Because remember, just like I told you about that basketball show, they show you these people as being the natives, not very strong, not very physically imposing, but these were the people that were already here. But the strong ones, the ones that would be physically imposing, they want to say they all came from somewhere else. They don't want you to realize that they were here. It would only make sense, right, that we would be physically absolutely superior to just about everyone else, correct? Just like when David was taken to Babylon, right? And they want him to eat certain things. He's like, oh no, I'm gonna follow my diet. I'm gonna follow the way that my people did this, and that. And then it was proven that he was much more healthy. He was a lot healthier than all the other ones because he followed his diet, he followed his ways. Now think of an entire continent as big as the Americas doing exactly the same thing. We would be physically stronger, mentally stronger, spiritually stronger. So therefore, you would definitely want to take those people and ship them around all over the place to do work all over the place. You see what I'm saying? So it would make sense that they would be taking a lot of the slaves from here and sending them all over the place. But let me play this video here from Brother Moriel. Appreciate you, brother, for sharing this with us again.
America is Babylon, Okay, and if you're a Christian that lives in America, there's a prophecy that's directed towards you and me. I'm going to share it with you right now. But first, Revelation 1 verse 3. Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy. That's me and you. I'm going to share a few verses that point to America being Babylon, and let the Holy Spirit discern for you what the truth is. Fallen is Babylon the Great. She has become a dwelling place for demons and a haunt for every impure spirit. All the nations have drunk the maddening wine of her adulteries. The kings of the earth committed adultery with her, and the merchants of the earth grew rich from her excessive luxuries. Her sins are piled up to heaven, and God has remembered her crimes. When the kings of the earth who committed adultery with her and shared her luxury see the smoke of her burning, they will weep and mourn over her. Terrified at her torment, they'll stand off far and cry, "Woe, woe to you, great city, you mighty city of Babylon." The merchants of the earth will weep and mourn.
Now, if you've made a covenant with Babylon and you were made rich by her stealing the resources of the Israelites, and what makes you think that all you're going to do is just cry because Babylon's destroyed? Won't you also probably be crying because, I don't know, maybe the Most High is going to make you pay for making a covenant with Babylon? You know, I mean, it kind of makes sense to me. It's not just, oh, well, you know, if it was just that, well, I guess we can't get their stuff anymore. Yeah, I'm sad, but I'm going to keep on living my good life. Nah, it's much more than that. Because when those skies crack open, what did it say? All the tribes of the earth will mourn. All of them are going to be mourning because they've all taken the bag. They're all Psalms 83, and they've all been working to destroy the Israelites. Let's continue.
Over her because no one buys their cargoes anymore. Cargoes of gold, silver, precious stones, pearls, fine linen, purple silk, scarlet cloth, every sort of citron wood, articles of every kind made of ivory, costly wood, bronze, iron, marble, cargoes of cinnamon, spice, incense, myrrh, frankincense, wine, and olive oil, fine flour, wheat, cattle, sheep, horses, carriages, and human beings sold as slaves. Your
Human beings, huh? Sold as slaves. So this Babylonian area right here was actually also shipping out slaves. So who does that fit? Does that not fit what happened to our people right here? Of course it does. Because this is right now Babylon as a system. It is a system of Babel, as a system of confusion. The land is not Babylon. The land is ours. But the system that has been governing the land has been nothing but confusion. And that is why now here at the end, they're going to tell you certain truths. But like I said yesterday, I'm going to keep on that one. They're going to get first base. This is Ish, 1948. Second base. Oh, hell no. They don't make any sense. Well, if they're not the people, let's go to third base and figure out who the people are. Yeah, no, we're not going there. Yeah, man, we got to make it all the way around. No, I'm not going there. Okay, none of them are going to tell you who fit the prophecies. And this guy's going to do exactly the same thing. So once you know to look for, then you know, oh, you're going to tell me some truth, bro. But you're not going to tell me the truth. Okay, I got you. Psalms 83, an 83er. Let's continue.
merchants were the world's important people. By your magic spell, all the nations were led astray. In her was found the blood of prophets and of God's holy people. The kings of
The United Nations.
America.
Did he not just say that in her you're going to find the bloods of the prophets and the holy people? So this Babylonian system has been destroying the Most High's prophets and his holy people. That would be America, because they were destroying us. That would be all these other nations, Psalms 83. You're all part of the system. That's because you're destroying us. All these other people who come up here and make these videos and I tell you half the truth, they get to second base, but they don't go any further. Psalms 83. They all know to tell you certain parts, get up to a certain point, and after they get to that point, that's it. That's as far as they're going to go. So just like you got these people, oh, I'm a truther. I'm going to tell the truth about Babylon. America's Babylon. Yeah, bro. Okay. Yeah, man, that's kinder. Yeah, my kids know that. Can you go any further? Can you elaborate further? Oh, no, I can't. Why not? Oh, I just can't. Oh, I don't know who they are. Well, if you use the Bible to say who they're not, you should use the Bible to say who they are. No, man, I can't do that. There you go. Okay. Now I accidentally moved. So let me move this up here a little bit.
With her and shared her luxury, see the smoke of her burning. They will weep and mourn over her. Terrified at her torment, they'll stand off far and cry, woe, woe. The earth will weep and mourn over her because no one buys their cargoes anymore. Cargoes of gold, silver, precious bronze, iron, marble, cargoes of cinnamon, spice, incense, myrrh, frankincense, wine, and olive oil, fine flour, wheat, cattle, sheep, horses, carriages, and human beings sold as slaves. Your merchants were the world's important people. By your magic spell, all the nations were led astray. In her was found the blood of prophets and of God's holy people. The kings of the earth have committed adultery with America, and the merchants grow rich through her excessive luxuries. The world's important people are the merchants.
Yeah, but see how you just kind of skipped over the fact that they killed the Most High's chosen people and the prophets. Yeah, that you might want to actually kind of delve into that a little bit. You know, just reading the scriptures and then not delving into it. Well, which country's been killing, you know, the Most High's chosen people? Which country's been killing the prophets? You see what I'm saying? You're not telling us anything we don't know. But see, you don't want to expand on that because then you're going to realize, okay, well, what happened to the last places? What happened to all the other countries that killed the prophets? What happened to all the other countries that took in the Most High's chosen people into slavery and killed them? See, they don't want to touch that because it all ends the same way. It all ends with your utter destruction. You take Most High's chosen people into captivity. You kill way more than you were supposed to. You kill the prophets. You kill the ones that are trying to come in and tell you information, tell you what, you know, you should be doing, try to give you some direction. Every time that's happened, those people have gotten destroyed. Those, you know, those cities, those countries, you know, all of them have been destroyed. So now that says that about, and you're now saying America is Babylon. Look, there's many, the system is worldwide. So it's not just America. It's anyone that's part of the Psalms 83 conglomerate that is all guilty of this. So let's continue.
Like Amazon, the NFL, Target, Starbucks, you name it, this is what they idolize. America's sins are piled up to heaven with idolization, greed, abortion, pornography, just to name a few. But there's...
How about what you did to the Most High's chosen people? See, they always talk about that. The Bible just told you that they were responsible for killing the Most High's chosen people. That goes also to the Book of Mormon, 1 Nephi 13, about how, you know, they taken into the Most High's chosen people into slavery. Did you see how they're just giving you little half-truths? Not giving you the whole truth, just partial truths. Let's continue.
It's a prophecy, like I said, directed towards you and me. I'm going to share it with you right now. It's a warning to escape Babylon's judgment. Come out of her, my people, so that you will not share in her sins, so that you will not receive any of her plagues. In the end, God said he's going to pour out his spirit onto all of us. And that's what he's doing. He's opening our eyes. And he's calling us out of not just America, but the world. And in several places in the Bible, there are warnings against false prophets, against sin, against every dead-end road that leads you away from Christ. So I urge you, and I encourage you, and I implore you to seek first the kingdom of heaven. In Jesus' name, amen. America.
I like that big American flag in the background, though. Looks like it sounds like you're actually promoting Babylon with that big old flag behind you, right? I said, you sound like the guy has no clue. Come out of her, my people. That would be his people or Israelites. That's who he is switching. That who he's awakening and giving them the opportunity to walk away, get away, separate from Babylon. He's also awakening some Gentiles for them to cleave to the Most High and cleave to the Most High's chosen people and get away and get out of Babylon. You see what I'm saying? So again, oh, well, you know, this prophecy is for us. Hey, come out of her, my people. You're not coming out of her because you're still in her, because you're still Psalms 83, and you're still refusing to tell the world who the true Israelites are. So if you're not going to tell the whole truth, you're still in Babylon, because Babylon is all about babbling and confusion, and you are doing nothing but adding to the confusion. The only way you're going to come out of the confusion is by admitting who the Most High is, admitting to who his people are, and cleaving to those people and blessing those people. That is your only way out of this situation. And not saying you're going to get exactly the same thing what the Israelites are going to get. No, that's not what it says either. But it's going to be better than what you're going to get if you don't admit who the Most High's chosen people are. You see what I'm saying? So you guys are still adding to the confusion. You think that you're doing something positive, but you're not. All you're doing is adding to the confusion by still saying it issues into people, but you're not telling people who they are. So now the people are still like a ship without a rudder. They still don't have any understanding whatsoever about what's coming and the timing and what's been done and why the Most High is already bringing destruction here. He's bringing destruction, okay, because of what you've done to the Most High's chosen people. You've killed the prophets. You've killed his people. You've taken them to slavery. You've taken away their heritage, and you refuse to let them go, and you refuse to give them their heritage back. Don't you look at what's happening right now? You know, look at society. I'm looking over here in Southern California, and like housing prices are just shooting through the roof. You know, and then I was just thinking and asking the Most High, why are things getting so expensive? Why, you know, and to me, he gave me a thought that it's because they're trying to keep you out of certain areas. They understand that these ley lines in these certain areas are going to be activated if they're not already activated. And they need to keep us out of those areas. Because remember, these churches are all built on like healing centers, right? There's certain areas where, you know, you're around all four elements. When you're like around the ocean, you have the air, you have the land, right? You have the sun, you have the water, you have all the elements right there. You know, you can ground more, you can be in more contact and a better position to be in contact with the Most High. You know what I'm saying? And it's like they're trying their best to keep us out of certain areas, you know, and that would only make sense because look, your dollar is dead. Checking the video we did yesterday, your dollar is a wrap, you know, so you're just going to try to inflate everything. But there's an underlying reason as to that, as to keep us away from certain areas, keep us out of certain areas. Exactly right, quantum solace. You know, it's like you can't be sitting here talking mess about Babylon and saying America is Babylon, but then you got a huge flag of the America, which you call just Babylon, and then tell people to come out of Babylon, but you got a big old flag promoting Babylon. That just shows you that you're not really about this business. You're not really about this truth. You're doing nothing but bringing more confusion. The Most High is not about confusion, right? So that's exactly it. They don't want us to get activated, right? But they can't stop it. You're so right. This is the awakening. This is the revelation. We're going to get all those lands. We're going to get all of our healing centers back. We're going to be rejuvenated as a people. Just like the Most High said in Joel 2, we're going to get back all the years that the locusts have stolen from us. You see what I'm saying? We're going to be getting new bodies, rejuvenated bodies. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you can figure out, believe whatever you guys want to believe. I said, but everything that you taken away from us is going to be given back to our people. You know, so you're trying your best to, you know, to keep us out of these certain areas by inflating these prices and making it so that everyone's like worried about how we're going to pay this, how we're going to pay that. I said, but that's okay. I said, because as you can see right now, no matter what you do, the truth is coming out and you cannot stop it. You know, and I said, you're not going to be able to stop it because your time on top is over with. Your reign and, you know, you being on top has come with an expiration date. And from the looks of everything, you're expired. You're like sour milk now. You know what I'm saying? Yes, you know, they can already feel this switch is definitely heavy on them. And just getting started. Exactly. Right, Queen Mommy? Exactly. Yeah, it is over. You guys had your Monopoly game. You had to be able to go around and buy. You know, the people who are benefiting from this inflation, inflating of all these prices, are of course the people who, you know, were able to buy the houses super duper cheap, and now can sell them at these astronomical prices. But hey, enjoy it for however little bit of time you have. You know, I tell people they're going on these trips and they're doing. I'm like, hey man, enjoy it. Go do all that you can, and enjoy your blessing to the end. You know, if this truth is not for you, if it doesn't resonate with your spirit, then I say, hey, unsubscribe, go enjoy, go blow your money, go buy your cars, go buy your homes, go on your dream vacations, go do everything that, you know, you to your heart's desire. You know, I said, because payback is on the ducket. It's right here. It's on tap. And it's going to be here. It's already here. But you know it's going to be, you know, it's going to be coming, you know, and as you can tell, there's more truth coming out day by day by day. And there's nothing you're going to be able to do to stop any of this. It was great hanging out with you. Be on the lookout, family. Be on the lookout in the evenings. Just kind of jump on here because I know a lot of you guys are not getting notified. But, you know, watch the videos afterwards. You're just going to see the manipulation that's been going on. And it doesn't matter. You know, all the stuff you guys do to try to, you've been able to manipulate everything forever. And you can continue it here to the end. Don't stop. Keep it going. But if you're being called, like I said, turn away from Babylon. You know, get away from her, my people. You know, that is true. But if you got a big American flag behind you and you're talking mess about Babylon and you're saying that Babylon's America, then why would you have a flag like that behind you? Babylon cannot be healed. She cannot be healed. Nothing can heal her. She has, you know, her sins have reached up to the heavens. And now it is time to pay. So that's why you're seeing the Most High's people awakening. And we are the ones that are going to be bringing this truth. We're the ones that are going to be bringing the understanding. They're all going to do nothing but bring more and more confusion. Because that's all that's in their spirit, is nothing but confusion. Great seeing everyone. Much love. Shalom.